The final race on the card at Happy Valley, a really good one. Over the 1,200 metres, this is a Class 2 contest headed by Jet Wings. Blinkers go back on. He was a huge winner a couple of starts back towards the end of last season. Convincible, he's on a hat-trick. He's won his last two at the back end. Lucky Ever, Nash Wheeler from Barrier 7. Mr. Genuine, Matthew Poon takes weight off. Victory Marvel was a 5-time course and distance winner last season. Dukedom tries the course and distance for the first time, as does Lucky Dollar. He's here at the track.
It's a quality race, no doubt about that, Andrew. Victory Marble has had the benefit of 2 trials leading in, front-running profile. Flying Tourbillon generally likes to go forward. Lucky Dollar as well. I don't think Convincible will be too far away. I actually think the pace will be sort of on the good side as opposed to good to slow, with the quality of thoroughbred going around.
Yeah, Lucky Dollar's got options there, hasn't he? He's Convincible. Just thought I'd show you, because he won his last 2 races at the back of last season. You can see he's come through the summer well, and he's keen to get on with the job there. He's going really nicely. Carries to Heaton aboard. Just even time, but the horse is doing what he has to do. That was the 1st September. Then he followed that up on the 4th with another nice quiet piece. So he's had 2 good gallops within 3 days as well, the 1st and the 4th. So just to get him ready for this particular contest, he's trialled, as we know, as well, and Karras has done all the work on him. Lucky Dollar, another one that looked good last season, only had limited starts, 1 win from 3, but he's no problems with him. He comes in with a lightweight, rating 81 for him, but another one that's come through the summer quite well. That was back on the 19th, and then we've followed that up with a week later on the 26th. Keith Young aboard this occasion. Of course, Keith will take the mount on race day. Did ride him last time here at Happy Valley for the first time. He's going nicely enough. Yeah, it was a few stretching their legs in the morning. We're stretching our legs again at the touchscreen here to try and pinpoint a few of the horses. We'll start off with Convincible. We saw him there in track work. This is at the back end of last season. Now, the speed map had him tucked tip up on the rail. He loops the field, though. He's right at the back here at the moment. You've got to keep an eye out for Mr. Genuine, who tracks him through. And the other horse is Victory Marvel, who's much closer to the speed on this occasion, but it is Convincible who runs them down.
Yes, it was. And prior to this, Andrew, he had actually drawn barrier number 1 and got the lovely run. That was in Class 3. So it just shows you the progress this horse has made. He took 10 starts before he brought up his first win at start number 11 in Class 3. He was then able to do this going up into Class 2 with a lighter weight and run a very fast time of 1:09.1. It was an outstanding performance from him. A good effort too from Victory Marvel, who's still in front at the moment. But for me, I think Convincible, he just took all that acclimatisation. Mr. Genuine closed off nicely, but I think Convincible's shown with his recent trial leading in that he's holding his form and maybe even have still some improvement to come.
Yeah, touching on the time there as well, that's Chad Schofield, who took a nice looking tumble. He was OK. Unfortunately, Molly's Jadestar broke down there.
Yeah, Mr. Genuine's put on 32 pounds in the off-season, so and Convincible, we saw that track work. He's definitely a lot more forward.
Yeah, OK, so those are certainly worth taking note of. Another race we've got to take in here, Verbinski was in this race as well. Of course, he's now a scratching, but another 2 contenders. Certainly Country Melody here had a good season. This Alberto Santa on him, and Lucky Ever a little bit further back as they roll in.
Yeah, look, Lucky Ever's the type of horse that you've got to take with a pinch of salt. When he's good, he's really good, but most of those good efforts generally at Sha Tin. He's won 4 there. Country Melody, on the other hand, he's gone from John Size to Gary Young late last season, and now Gary Young's retired. He's gone to Frankie Law. Brett Preble knows the horse well. Dangerous, because he's a winner over the course and distance and in the class, and Preble's won on him twice.
Yeah, he's won off 92. He's rated 89. He's been well prepared for this from Frankie Law, and he's also drawn barrier 3. I'm going to sneak him in.
Oh, this is a really tough contest, this one. And Lucky Dollar was a horse that we saw in track work there. He looks well off a back of a win at the back end of last season. His jockey is Keith Young.
Keith, you ride Lucky Dollar on Wednesday night. This is his first time at Happy Valley. How do you think you'll handle the track?
He's an honest horse and he's professional, so I think he'll handle the turn no problem.
You've ridden him in a barrier trial. That looked like a good trial from him.
Yes, before the trial I worked him in the morning, and I think he's still a little bit fat, but he performs really well in the trial, and I think the trial will sharp him up.
When we last spoke to you about this horse, Keith, you seem to have a pretty good opinion of him. Do you still hold him in high regard?
Yes, to me he's still young, and I think he's still got room to improve, and he always performs his best in the race. So yes, I still have a bit of expectation in him.
And this is the first time we've spoken to you for the new season. You're off season, you went to America, you rode a winner there. Just tell us a bit about that experience.
Well, it was very good. That's obviously it's a place I've never been before, and they race very differently than Hong Kong. So America is like the racing mode there is the pace on and doesn't bother them to find the cover or saving ground. The best horse just wins the race. So it's very different to Hong Kong, and it was a great experience.
They can be a bit of a war of attrition, some of those American races, particularly on the dirt, but great experience for Keith.
Absolutely, yeah. No, he'll gain plenty from that, and he'll be hungry too, I think, going into this Valley meeting.
Yeah, lucky dollar though, Paul. Winning in Victoria is going left-handed. This is tight and right.
First time at Happy Valley under lights, always a little question mark, but a horse with plenty of ability.
All right, OK, so that's lucky dollar. Certainly comes into calculations. Back to the trials, though, here. Horse we've already seen once, Victory Marvel, but this is him in the mornings. The reason we're highlighting him on this particular trial is because we've got Flying Torben in the trial as well, and Jet Wings. I thought Zach was pretty quiet on him here. He looked really good to my eye.
Yeah, he looked extraordinary last season, Jet Wings, when he came charging down the outside at 36 to 1 and knocked over Super Turbo. This is a good trial with blinkers back on. I'm not actually interested in Flying Tourbillon. I think the barrier's pretty tough for him, gate number 12, and he's not a winner in the class. But Victory Marvel has had the benefit of 2 trials leading into this event, as opposed to most just having 1.
Yeah, and Jet Wings, it was a great win from him, wasn't it? I mean, as you say, he's lame last start, so had a little excuse as well.
And the time there for the trial of 101.45 as well, but it was all well within hand.
Yeah, it's going to be just interesting to see how Jet Wings does let down, because we know that he's a real rocket late in his races.
So this is a really good one to finish the programme, Paul. How are you looking at the last?
Well, I've got the horse down the bottom, number 12 on top, which is Lucky Dollar. We could take a chance with him first time at Happy Valley, because I think he's a progressive horse. Convincible is going to be very tough to beat. Jet Wings as well, obviously. We've got to give him a chance. And Country Melody's a big improver. He's the one that's going to add a little bit of spice to exotics. But I'll go the QQP of the top 3 I've got there, 1, 3 and 12. If you want to go a bit wider, throw Country Melody in as well.
I saw it quite similar, actually, to Paul. I do think that Convincible and Lucky Dollar are the 2 interesting runners. I've gone 3 to beat 12. Jet Wings, it's hard to leave him out. I mentioned when we did the program for the weekend's meeting that Alma Baby was my long shot and I'd be sticking with him. He ran well over 1400. It was just a little bit too far. Back to the Valley 1200. He's had the benefit of a start this season. So quick back up. I think throw him into the exotics. I'm suggesting a tierce here. Double banker 3 and 12 with 1 Jet Wings, 2 Alma Baby and 8 Victory Marvel.
All right, a terrific finish to the card then, our first meeting back at Happy Valley. Of course, stats-wise, we know Casper Founds has got a good record here, Paul, but we're going to focus on his particular record with Zach Purton.
Yeah, no, we know how well that these 2 actually go. This is just down for you. This is since the 2015 season. 75% first 3 rate there, as you can see. Imperial Seal, they've got a good chance here once again, as long as he can cope with the rise in grade. The stats point to him, so looks like a really good chance.
All right, OK, so that's the one to watch as far as the stats are concerned. What about the best bets? Who's the ones to watch here?
Well, I'm going to go with my best bet of the meeting is going to be number 10, Primero. He's going to be an each-way price. I think he's improved a lot in the off-season. I think we'll get a good price for him. This might be the last chance we'll get him. Tommy Berry does ride Happy Valley quite well. And my long shot's Golden Sleep. He's going to get a perfect run. Dennis Yep's got him now. Dylan Moe will take that £7 off. Well rated and should get a really nice run. Player of the day, I'll go in the last with my QQP I mentioned, Jet Wings, Convincible and Lucky Dollar.
I'm going to go with Victory Follow Me. I thought, as I mentioned earlier on, that he was a horse close to winning a race at the back end of Class 4 at the back end of last season. Didn't happen. He looks well prepared for this race, drawn perfectly. Alma Baby, I'll make him the long shot again, race 8, number 2. My play of the day is going to be in race number 4. Dr. Race the Banker with Flying Monkey, Buddy Bundy, Flying Godspell and Beauty Connection for the Tierce Tricast Trio. Load up.
All right, well, I'm following you, Brett, and I hope victory follows both of us. I'm with you as well. Race number 3, number 2. He's drawn 1. He's going to get the sucker on here. Nash on board. So I've got a few at big prices, but I'm going to go with Phantom Falcon in race number 5. I think General Iron will run a cheeky race as well. And the QQP, Starlight, Phantom Falcon, and then Fox Sunter. Really a short price there. Those are the best, but we're back at Happy Valley. Looking forward to it.
Absolutely. Yeah, rail in the A position. There'll no doubt be a huge crowd in attendance for opening night in the city.
Yeah, certainly, and we hopefully can count on your company as well. But that's the show. Thanks for watching. So on behalf of Paul, Brett and the rest of the team, hopefully we'll see you at Happy Valley when we will be racing to win.
Good night.
Good night.